Welcome to Maths Bridge. Let's learn Java programming. Folks, please do visit us at our YouTube channel Maths Bridge. I think you are already subscribed to the channel. If you have not, please do subscribe the channel and then support us. Thank you and then happy learning. Here is our today's agenda. In previous session, we have seen that how a console messages system.out.println messages can be leveraged to debug your source code to narrow down the problem causing code snippet. Agree? Now what we are going to do is a second method, using debug mode in Eclipse IDE. In Eclipse IDE, when you are trying to compile the code, we can do in two ways. One is like run mode, is called the production type of the code that you are going to build. The other part is like a debug mode. So you can see this option. This is like a run option. This is called a debug option. You see the bug symbol, debug option. In the debug option, what happens is like your compiler adding little more additional information so that that entire program is let you debug the code through the IDE. That's the context. In IDE we have a two perspective, a run perspective, like a normal Java perspective. That's what you see. The one more is called like a debug perspective. This is what debug mode. So the view, if you look at this debug, you see this one, you go to the right topmost area, that's where you have see these options, two perspectives. I'm actually in the debug mode, so I can see here also left project exploration area, and also this one is like a code walkthrough place, and this is where I think I have three sections: expressions, breakpoints, variables, all can be evaluated. Variables means like what are the variables that you are using, those things will be appears here while you are actually executing the program. Breakpoints means like if you are trying to temporarily halt the program, that is where I think your breakpoint is going to help you. Our intention is the same thing, right? If you run it continuously, then you will not be able to actually find out where the issue is, like in the real mode. So in the debug mode you can do that. How you are going to set the breakpoints? You can set the breakpoints by double clicking here using your mouse, right? You can double click, automatically breakpoints will set. If you can see like how many breakpoints I did set in my program by looking at this area, I have now two breakpoints. One is 9, one is at that line number 10. That's true, right? Yeah. If you can double click again, you will remove the breakpoint, or you can also do the same thing by selecting and then removing here one by one. Okay, that's one thing. Currently my if you can run this program, your program directly come and stops here, because that's where my breakpoint meaning. Let me run this program and see what happens. Okay, I have to run using my debug mode, right? So debug as run Java application. So do you see now? Great, you highlighted the instruction, right? This is means like until line number 8 I got executed, but now the pointer points to 9 is about to execute. So we have here two more options that you need to understand: step into, step over. Step into means like getting into the inside the instruction, or probably if you have a method, it's actually go into the method implementation itself. But in our cases like only instructions, so I will use like step over, means like every instruction one by one it will execute upon your hitting the button. We have a shortcuts like, right? Step over means like F6, step into means like F5. So let's use this one. Do you see the minute this instruction executed, what you would expect to see? Your variable content should be shown in this window. Go and actually see, you're right, num2 is now 0, right? 0 got initialized to num2. Similarly you can see also once you hit the one more step over, then your sum will be appears in your variable window, where you can also see the value in it initially, right? I didn't see that num1, right, till this point of time, because you declared it but you have not initialized any value yet, and hence you are not seeing in this window. No surprises. If we can redo it again, now you started seeing, yes, right? The content of the the variable can be seen while executing your stepwise program execution process. Let me continue my debug process, step over, right? And now num2 got initialized to 200. So now what happens is, like, this is an expression, right? In this expression, what you are doing is that uh, you are trying to compute this one, right? So let me redo it again, step over, see that output, my sum is 300. That's great, no? Because this calculation basically should give like a 300. So if you can highlight it, I got like sum is equal 300, same value what I'm seeing here. I can see here is like num1 is 10. Here I can see num2 is 200. So till this is fine, but looks like, I think, this is the area that I got culprit, because you see here unintentionally we are modifying this variable. Now that was actually creating a problem with which we are not able to see the desired output, right? So that is how I can think through how I can debug the code. Now you see sum is equal to 50. That's the problem. If this would have been modified as a content is 300, then I would supposed to actually get the same result. Let's see next step over, right? So 24, line number 24 is like we have a system.out.println which got executed. So we and this particular message actually sending this string onto the console, and hence I can see it. Okay, let me get into one more step. Great, 200. One more step, 300. That's perfectly right. So I know this is the problem area. By unintentionally, I think we forgot to actually clean this code, and hence we had this problem. Let me now comment this code, because I now debug this issue, right? So I can continue again. Okay, so I don't want to play, so but now I can see it. I don't want a debug mode. I can go to the normal mode now, run this program, and then see the output. The beautiful, I got it. I'm able to fix it. Okay, this is one way that you can use IDE for debugging your code. All right, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, click on bell icon, and leave the comments. Happy learning. Thank you. Stay tuned to upcoming sessions.